Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hooks Gamer here. We're back with we're back I guess. We're checking out Colonize. This is something that's free to play. The game has been in early access for about I guess about a year or maybe longer. It's supposed to be playtested, but I think they've delayed it. They said something about that their developing team consists only of 2 people, and they really, haven't really developed the game to a point where they can, I guess, release it. And also there was something about a tutorial, that the tutorial wasn't quite ready or something like that, and people needed it and whatever. So that's really the story behind this game. I don't know much about a game. It's one of the, the kind of typical genre, building whatever strategy thingy. So that's what I want to check out. It's free to play currently. It's called Colonize Prologue. It's basically like a demo, I think, of the game. Judging by the reviews on Steam, it has really mixed reviews, so I'm not really holding my breath here, hoping for too much. I must say that I've kind of started the game to see the intro, and the intro is very laggy, so just a warning. It's so laggy, it's so bad. Maybe guys you want to skip it, but for those that want to watch it, yeah, please go ahead. Right, so just here, I just want to mention a few things. So we have a few cities that we can start in: Plymouth in UK, Bermuda obviously, Boston, Williamsburg, Philadelphia, and Charleston. These are all in North America. And my first thing I want to say here about this is that I absolutely cannot see what this says. I mean, there is just no way I can read this in any shape or form. Whatever this is about Plymouth. This is my starting point in England. I think it's just, the proximity just kind of makes sense. I probably would want to check out all the maps at some point if I'm playing it, but again, just judging by the reviews, I'm not holding my breath, so this could be just kind of one-off of a situation.
We labored to rid the Church of England of the vestiges of papal influence. Despised as Puritans, we suffered persecution and were forced into exile. In the year of our Lord, 1620, we left Europe on a religious mission to establish a godly government. In Plymouth, we boarded Mayflower, an ark that would carry us to the promised land. Soon, we were besieged on all sides by the treacherous ocean. Scurvy and fear of imminent death accompanied us for the remainder of our journey. We barely reached the New World alive after months on the high seas. The fear of retribution plagued our minds. Our countrymen had already warred with local tribes over this land. Many of us, too, believed we were not destined to share it. Famine and sickness struck our colony. We resorted to stealing food from the natives. The whole settlement feared the violent wrath of their war parties. Instead, one of them befriended us. Squanto spoke our language. Despite previously having suffered in slavery at the hands of our kind, he arranged for us to trade with the people of the First Light, thus saving our very lives. They introduced us to the beauty and bounty of our unforgiving surroundings, but most settlers still refused to see them as equals. Others would only deal with them if they commit to his word. Shall peace be sustained by sturdy plowshares or instruments of warfare?
Colonize. Now, guys, I have no idea whatsoever if the audio just cut out at the point of the introduction. You saw yourselves the visualization, or whatever you want to say it. The pictures, they're so laggy looking. You know, it's definitely not my PC, because my PC has, you know, 24 gigabytes of GPU, 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have 10 core processor, etc. So I mean, you know, it can handle Colonize. It's not that. It's just yeah, it's just the game is badly optimized, pretty much. That's all it is. And again, I wasn't reading what was being said at the bottom, so I don't know if the voiceover was able to say it quicker, and because of the lag it was just behind, or whatever happened. But anyway, so this is the tutorial of the game. As you can see, you know, they're saying that they'll add more content to it. For the moment, obviously, you know, this is still in kind of early access phase, whatever. But my first impression is that I really do like the UI. You know, comparing it to, let's say, Gord or other games, it's kind of very clear. I'm hoping it'll stay that way. I kind of like the map. I think I would have preferred the map to the right, but it's fine over there. I do like the colors. So these are my first impressions. Overall, this is pretty well done. This is what I like. You know, the kind of resources at a glance, rather than, let's say, clicking or whatever. So we are the governor of the first permanent successful colony, Plymouth, but success and survival were not certain for the first years following. Okay, that's fine. Sacrifice, hard work, and most local tribes. Okay, so this is Plymouth in the US. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yes, because this is the colonialism. Okay, I've completely forgotten. Okay. But is it? Okay, that makes no sense. Because it said something about England, but I guess maybe... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because when they were going over, they were calling, you know, like, York was, you know, UK's York was New York in America, whatever. So, okay, that's fine. Let's start building the colony, the usual. Do you want to run the tutorial? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Yeah. So WSD and the arrows. I like the way it lights up. Okay, excellent. Okay, so this kind of tutorial. Yeah, let's not do it. I mean, I know how to use a mouse. Okay, so this is it. I cannot... Oh, I can zoom in. Okay. But I cannot change the view, it seems. And do you see the way it flashes as I move this? As I'm rotating or zooming in and out? And my first impression is that this looks like the Stronghold, one of the very first ones, or the first one. You know, when I'm looking at the trees and the grass. Okay, so these are shelters. We can click on residents. They're here. They're in a cellar. Okay. Oh, okay, we can adjust the work zone as well. Yeah, that's fine. The UI here is fine. This is okay, I guess. The inn. Food and entertainment. Okay. I mean, that's all you need, right? Okay, so why are they all in the cellar? I mean, what did they do in there? Maybe I shouldn't have skipped the tutorial after all. Okay, so let's just figure things out. You know, we definitely need a woodcutter. Okay, so I like the way we can just move things around very easily. Okay, so the chirping is very, very loud. I mean, it's incredibly loud. Right, how do we assign someone working? How many people have we got? We have 12 people. Oh yeah, these are not clickable, so I cannot find out what's going on. None of this is clickable. Oh, we have a ship. Trade with your mainland. Okay. I guess we're not there yet to be trading anything. But how do we cut trees? How do we build it? Everyone is here suddenly. Henry Hodge. Right. Okay. How can I assign someone to work? Militia. Okay. Close. Oh, someone is coming out. Okay, okay. So that took a while. They're like, what's there to do? Okay, well, they built it very fast, but it took them forever to come out. Maybe they were sleeping. It's hard to know. I mean, how can I assign a worker? I'm clicking and nothing happens. Do they just assign themselves? Let's just speed up time and see. Now no one is kind of available. Pick. What's this about? Oh no. Did you see what I had to do? I don't even know, I was just clicking. Okay, so you have to click on the person, then filter, then pick, then here, then here. I mean, no way, this is crazy. Guys, this is just not a go for... I mean, now everyone is picking the wood anyway. So what's that about? Yeah, no, that's a no-go whatsoever. Anyway, so that's fine. We've 2 people here. You know, the rest are sitting in the cellar for whatever reason. They're just like, yeah, it's too hot, let's go to the cellar, get ourselves drunk. Right, I feel like with any game of this sort, okay, we need some sort of a food going. So let's get ourselves a hunter. So the buildings are very nicely done. Okay, I clicked set priority to max, so let's just see what happens. Okay, the women just came and they'll be building things. Okay, so I want to see how things look when they're being built. Yeah, this is not good at all. Like, the flickering is awful. I don't know if it flickers for you. I guess I won't know until I review the video, but yeah, there's a lot of flickering. There's like too much shadows or something like that. Doing plants. Okay. I do like the buildings. Now we cannot zoom in anymore. You know, this is as far as it goes. We cannot lower the camera. Oh yeah, it has a night view. Okay. So we've 23 degrees in May at night. There is light already, you know, for the buildings. The village is very dark otherwise. I guess we want some sort of but what's this? This is water. So what do they sell? Happiness +5. The only thing is that I don't see happiness scale or anything like that. Oh, these are missions. Okay. Shop. Council. Okay, okay. These are missions. Oh, statistics. Oh, okay, so this menu. I was wondering. Okay, I thought this is also for building, and these are just different types of buildings. Okay. So this is kind of not clear, but I guess that's fine. Okay, so partners, children, woodcutter, labor. Okay, so we've 2 woodcutters. Everyone is just a laborer. Okay, so why are they sitting here in the cellar? This kind of makes no sense. But that's fine. You know, the time is sped up. I wish there was a kind of a better way, or maybe no. it kind of makes sense, I guess, because you can set things to happen, you know, for people to work overnight or whatever. So I guess it does make sense. Okay, so food-wise, we've only 20 meat. But I guess, like with anything, a farm would be... It's just so hard to tell. It's just impossible, almost. It's really hard to tell. So let's just wait. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. It should be getting brighter. I mean, in May, it definitely gets brighter at 5. Yeah, okay. So that was good. The temperature is rising. Okay, so... Well... Now... What does this mean? I mean... Yeah, well, let's just build it here or something. Well, in that case. Bakery. Okay, so some buildings... I don't understand what the radius is for. It's wheat fields and milk produce flour. Yeah, okay. Then pig farm. Okay, and then chicken farm. Okay. And then fishery. Okay. Okay. Dwellings. House. Shelter. Church. Okay, so the church is very small. The inn is just the biggest building. We already have one, obviously. The warehouse we have. The cellar we have. An expedition building, right? And then what else? Path. Oh, yes. Ah, okay, well, finally. Okay, so we go with this like that. Okay, I guess we cannot put one here. Okay, why is this? Oh, I see. Okay, so let me just cancel that. Yeah, that'll be okay. Add more speed and comfort. Is this now built? I'm guessing, is it? I think so, anyway. Can we build one here? I just don't know if that consumes any resources. Doesn't seem so, anyway. Okay, and then one from here to here. Okay, right-clicking does not work. We can have some bushes and things. Okay, so that's pretty good. And even a bench. So we can get a bench here. Yeah, okay. And can we get a tree? Oh, we can get like a lantern and things. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Fence and things. Yes, that's pretty good. I mean, you can really kind of beautify the village that way to some degree, I guess. Because otherwise people will be just sitting at home doing nothing. Okay, so let's just speed this because, you know, obviously they are taking their time. Work time is 8 hours. I think we'll increase it to 10 hours. Okay, and what we're gonna do is to build that farm because now farm. Okay. So I do believe we could kind of come here with this. Right. Not that far anyway. Okay, and then 100. So, I mean, it doesn't work when we click on this. So we need to come here, pick, building, place. Oh, it didn't work. Or maybe it does. Because he's now green. didn't seem... Right there. Yeah, that didn't seem to do anything. Workplace cellar. I just don't understand why they would need to be working in a cellar. Yeah, so this doesn't seem to be working, perhaps. But, you know, judging by this, I mean, you know, that they kind of are doing something, I guess. So let's just maybe fire a couple of people or something. Will they come here? It's hard to know. Let's just fire everyone and see if this has worked. No, it's not working. Okay, so we can set a filter for someone basically, but let's just see if I'll speed up some time if this is... But doesn't seem to be doing too much. There's a worker, labor. There's a worker here, it seems, which is... Okay, she's having a free time. Okay. So I don't know if this is just random or what's going on. Unemployed. So if we go here and here. Now, yeah, it doesn't say, it still says unemployed. This person, free time. I wish it said, well, it does say here, I guess. Yeah, okay. Right. I think what we need to do, oh, I see, when they're highlighted like this, basically they're accepting people. I see. So let's just speed this up and see if this fills. It should, I think. I think that's basically what it meant to happen. But if we'll... Yeah, let's just... Warehouse... Yeah. But if we'll assign them... Ah, there it works. Yeah, okay. So it's just me clicking, basically. I kind of made it... So... It does that automatically if you kind of leave it be, I believe, if they're not assigned elsewhere. I think with the warehouse we can just reduce it. Yeah, and then you can see they're here. Okay. Not a favorite system, if that makes sense. But yeah, okay. Right, so that's that. Now we will need a sawmill, which is a massive building, if I ever saw one. I mean, it is gigantic. But I guess it needs to be big. Okay, and then let's just get ourselves a bit of a road. It's hard to tell where it was going. Maybe let's just cancel this building. And I can't seem to be able to. So once it's placed, that's it, I think. Because no matter what I do, you know, I can press keys and whatever, but there's not a way to cancel anything. Let's just see. Okay, so funnily enough, right, I cannot... okay. So this has now controls. Move down. Whatever that is. A period or full stop. And move on. Or is it plus and a minus? It's just so hard to tell. Okay, so there's absolutely no Close window, escape, and I cannot do it. You have to press it here. Resume. Okay. Yeah, so none of that works, whatever that is. But the speed at least works, so that's fine. Let's leave it at fast speed. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so we've now meat coming in. Okay, so it's being now stored here, and someone from the warehouse, I guess, would need to... Now, what's this radius? I mean, is this radius where it can be, you know, distributed things between, or what's going on? That's what I'm guessing basically is. Okay, so there is a person working, someone was having a drink. Now there's a well. Well is gathering water, which is fine. That gives us 10 happiness. Again, statistics. So if we'll go for happiness. So Jack, for whatever reason, he's a male, 35, doesn't have a partner. Maybe that's why he's unhappy. And he's a hunter. Or maybe because he's a hunter. Maybe because he has to work in the night. Okay, so we cannot sort by sex, but are judging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 males and only 4 females. So maybe that's why they're unhappy. But it seems that, I mean, oh, I see. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 males do not have, well, obviously, okay. So that's fine. I mean, they can borrow someone else as well. You know. So that's fine. That's something that will happen naturally. I do like the light. I guess, you know, it's nice. I don't like this, whatever that is, the sunset, or sunrise, I should say, because we're just approaching 7 in the morning. Okay, so we've kind of built everything we needed. Now what we have not built is this, right? They seem to be kind of going to do that. But I wonder, is this just one person then building because one person only is assigned to the warehouse? I believe that's what's happening, I guess. So basically seller is distributing food to places like here, right? And they do like the fish and the meat and whatever. Which, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But one person is more than enough. I mean, we had 6 of them. There are 3 hunters. Obviously, we need food. They're almost full on food, so I don't know what's gonna happen once that happens. You know, there seems to be... It's just so strange. I mean, we're being told there's 20 meat here, 20 meat here, and 11 meat here, although we've 20. So which is... Yeah, it's difficult to tell. But righty-ho, this person is kind of carrying on with building stuff. We forgot about the woodcutter, so there are 2, remember. We've only 20, 84. Oh, I see. Okay, so... I mean, so they're not gathering more because... Oh yeah, the farm was built. Okay, lovely. Now, how do we assign something? Corn, wheat, barley, tobacco, and potatoes. I think we'll be safe to go with wheat. Alright. Hello? Ah, I see. Okay. So we can assign several different ones. I mean, why not have every the whole thing with wheat. Yeah. Why not? I completely forgotten about the farm. That we've built it. I must admit, sometimes... Oh yeah, okay. So I guess I want to do it in a straight line of sorts. Yeah, okay. So that'll do. Now, it seems that there is not a way to demolish anything basically once it's placed, so what can you do? So let's have like a little bush and a bench. So people can sit down. Doesn't seem that they are anyway, but just in case. Don't understand this. I mean, what's this about? You know, is this kind of water thing or... I don't know. There's no water, it seems. There's 30 here. But what does weight mean? That'll be cool if it was explained. I mean, are they saying that 30 buckets of water weigh 23 whatever? I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. What's the weight about? Anyway, there's no one in the inn. Maybe it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. It's closing at 11. Okay, so maybe we should build a couple of houses. I mean, it would make sense. Is that rain? It sounded of that sort. Okay, so we've few houses, and I think what we can do with houses is to build them kind of around this area. But we're gonna run out of stone, it seems. So let's just see first. Quarry. Now, does quarry need to be close to, like... It's so hard to see. Or can they just go out and into the wild and just do it? Okay, so their missions. Found Dugsbury. Okay. You must build an expedition office first. Okay. So I do like that there are expeditions. Right, so the life begins again. There is now 16 meat. 15 here. Things are being delivered. I don't know what he's delivering, to be very honest. Oh, bread. Okay. He's delivering bread. It's raining. It's August. So that does well. Oh, yes. That's good. So I wonder what's going to happen now. I mean, if they're now watered. Oh, yeah. She's picking them up. So this can hold 50 barley. So now she's got 50 barley. Yeah, I guess we can assign 2 people. I think what we'll need is basically houses, because otherwise people cannot reproduce. I think it's similar in, you know, all the other games. I think Banished comes to mind, isn't it? So let's do this. Let's just have houses kind of around here. It'll look well. Just this really needs to be set to max. It's just, look, when I click, there is no indication of... Oh, okay, so this produces minus 20 happiness. So maybe that's what... Ah, I see. So that's a happiness. You know, the radius that we were looking at. Okay, so people don't like living near those areas. So now, because I've placed this house, I've no way of demolishing. Yeah, there's just no way. So one house can be up to 5 children. So it's in similar, is it similar in the farthest frontier, I believe, isn't it? That you have this kind of an area of influence. So I guess you can give them like a street lamp or something, you know, to alleviate the fact that, you know, they live nearby warehouses and whatever, a couple of bushes. So they're just different types of bushes, and then we can give them perhaps, yeah, like little fence. Now it's just such a pity that we cannot see it very much closer, I guess, I would say. But yeah, this pretty much looks okay to me. Let's just give them a couple of more. This doesn't seem to be wanting to place itself. Oh, it does. Yeah, that's fine anyway. So we're gonna place 2 of these. Let's just see how things unfold. Really much honestly, right? We could really leave the this at full speed because of the fact that, yeah, there's very little happening. I don't think there are any diseases and things. I don't see any hospital. Expedition in warehouse cellar. Yes, it's really much production and whatever. You know, very much, very little about welfare. I'm sure it'll be added. I'm sure the game will be expanded. Guys, I don't want to say if I like it or I don't. It's hard to tell at this point in time. Just yet. I also don't want to say it's yet another game, but it kind of is. You know, there's nothing here that really stands out that hadn't been done already. The fact that it's about the colonialism, that's a good concept, 100%. I guess this early on we wouldn't need this much barley. So I wonder if it would be worth to perhaps, let's delete, yeah, let's do this. Let's have some corn, so we got 4 corn, and we'll go for potatoes. Right, because we kind of want to keep things, you know, you wouldn't think that something like that would be needed or possible, I guess, because the farm is small. But yeah, if the game allows, that's fine. The system kind of reminds me of Farmville, where you can kind of build, you know, you can kind of do things. Okay. So we're low on bread, I mean, that's normal. Okay, so this is almost built. Okay, I wonder if I can put a road here somehow. Yes, I can. Yes. Okay. So that's pretty much good. Can I place a road here somehow? So it's just saying no full stop, no matter what we did. Okay, I can place a road literally through the middle of this building for whatever reason that is. I cannot tell. But what we're gonna do is this. Yeah, that'll do. I don't like those marks at all. So everything is very wet, it seems. Too much, maybe even. But you can see, yeah, so I mean, this grows literally in a couple of days. There's already potatoes, there's already everything. So yeah, that's pretty much okay. Okay, so this gives us happiness. Now we do need someone to be working here, so it's very hard to know who. I think what we're gonna do is to have, yeah, maybe let's do, let's have 2 women doing this and a person doing that. So this guy, filter pick, and here he'll be working on processing the sawmill. I mean, 2 woodcutters doesn't seem to be enough, it seems. I don't know, it's just very difficult to tell. Okay, there's 1 woman here that just assigned herself. And then we have 2 hunters. Okay, and then what's going on here? Oh, closed for winter, right, okay. That makes sense, I guess. There's 1 worker, 1 worker, 1 worker. I mean, for 12 people it doesn't seem... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So where is the rest? You know, it doesn't seem... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somehow we've 10 assigned. So I mean... She's a hunter. Hunter. Seller. And warehouse. Yeah. This doesn't seem... unemployed. Oh, I see. Okay. So what we do with them is... Let's put him onto sawmill. There you go. And he's unemployed as well. So we'll get him into warehouse. Now, this wasn't shown properly, right? So now it is. So now it makes sense who they are. I guess you can really tell here as well. So we have 3 laborers. We only should have 2. So who is not working? Henry, Julia and Elma. So Henry is not working. Free time. He's working in warehouse. Okay, perfect. So you can see it's now 7 o'clock during the winter's kind of seasons, or maybe fall. And it's, you know, darker, so I really like that. You know, the weather here is quite well done. The sound effects are okay. The sound effects are okay. But I guess you would think that in October, perhaps, the farm is still kind of working. I don't know. I would think. Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah, so we got a bit of potatoes. I wonder how many houses do we need? I think 10? Wait, is it 10? With 12 people, 4 of them are couples only. Right? Because there are only 4 women. So I guess we only need 4 to start with, so they can start, you know, doing what they need to. Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess we're doing okay, right? But we kind of need to make sure that we probably could have started with houses a bit maybe earlier on because of yeah, there seems to be quite a bit of food, if that makes sense. But you know, you just never know, and always when it comes to games like this, food is always something that I guess wanted to kind of take care of very early on. So yeah, you're not doing too bad if you're at this stage anyway. Okay, so you can see now these have left. So the first couple has moved in. And I wonder what happens, right? If there is like a period where the woman just, you know, whatever, goes off because she's, you know, she's unable to work. So the happiness, okay, so, but I wonder if this is the area of influence or just the building itself. It's difficult to tell. But I guess let's keep going, right? I mean, you can go wrong with a few houses here. You kind of don't want them too close. I kind of do like the, what's the game called again? Manor Lords, right? That I had this on my channel before, where you can have like a plot, which is similar to what's in Ostriv. You know, that you kind of designate a plot and people can grow their vegetables and whatever, you can upgrade it. I really like that because then that adds into the food, and I mean, that's how it would have been done anyway. Right, I mean, there would have been plots obviously for, you know, farm and animals and whatever, but people would have had things done at their houses. You know, that's how, you know, they used to live with animals and whatever. So anyway, the money is going down. I don't know why. You know, what's causing the... we're not selling anything. There doesn't seem to be a way to tell. Are they getting paid for... But yeah, I believe we started from 100 and now it's just a 73. Oh, a baby is born. So there is some messaging system as well. But you really do need more lighting. Or maybe this costs money. Ah, yes, of course. I just realized. Of course it does. So I was just wondering, how are we losing money? But yeah, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, but one baby is born. Is this a... yeah, this is male. We don't really need more males. So you guys keep at it. I mean, we do for work, obviously, but yeah, because, you know, I believe, you know, don't get me wrong, things happen, but I believe in a game, this wouldn't be kind of done that way. So I believe, you know, once someone is assigned to someone or they're married, like, you know, they're partnered, they wouldn't have been doing things basically with someone else. You know, which fair enough. That's the way it is. But I guess we wouldn't mind them, you know, for that to happen in the game. You know, to just get more people. But I guess there is more people born. Oh yeah, there are. Now they're just literally... so she can give birth literally within the space of half an hour. Yeah, she's good like that. She must have had help, I'm telling you. Yeah, so this is a bit unrealistic. I mean, come on, within a day she's had... not even a day. I mean, the day... the day just began, she had 3 children already. That's been fruitful, definitely. He needs more food. Okay, what does that mean? I mean, there's plenty of food, guys. Don't even ask me for my opinion, right? I need more food. Yeah, I don't quite get what's going on here, if that makes sense. Is this like certain type of food or what's going on? But you see, this is what I was saying, right? So let's say, you know, I don't know, is this because, let's say, yeah, this person is constantly giving out about, yes, their health is just deteriorating. Happiness is so low, hunger is at 20. But why is he not going for food? That's what I don't understand. Is it because of their working time? You know, should this be increased, let's say, to cover people? Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So let's say, yeah, there he is. His hunger is at 16. He's still in there, doesn't seem to be going up. 1560. Okay, it just went up. Okay, I see. So you really need to adjust the working hours of the different outlets. So I think, let's say for inn, you may need 2 for, let's say, you know, to cover different shifts, which is actually, I really like that idea. I really like that idea. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I mean, if she's able to have, you know, 3 children within an hour, I mean, how fast do they grow? Because we kind of need them. Okay, they're already 1. Okay, so that's not bad, because we'll need them. I think I hear thunder. Okay, another child is born. Yeah, okay, well, so let me just tell you, right? This icon was not lying. This icon was not lying, and I mean, this is the perfect representation. I mean, you would never think to put, you know, a breastfeeding woman with a child as an icon for a house. But I mean, this makes such a perfect sense. I mean, she's just there for it. So yeah, that's what happens. You build a house and she just becomes a reproducer. But I must say, it does take a while to build one, so I guess, you know, whatever. And I just really didn't realize that we're so close to the water. And the ship is here. It would have been cool if the ship was used also for something else, not just sitting there, you know, waiting to go somewhere. Anyway, so there you go. That's another family moved in. Oh, we've a female. Hey. Okay. Yeah, so 24 hours, 5 children. Let's just see how fast these will fill. And I guess you can make them... Can you? Oh, no, you can't. Okay, I thought by clicking the same way you can click in places like, you know, here or whatever. Or maybe here. Yeah, like, you know, left click highlights it, right click dehighlights it. Is that the word? But no. Okay, but at least we've a female, so that's good. She'll be yeah, so you can see the list is getting bigger. Age 2, 0. Right. So Isabella. Okay, so these are our buyer's family. Can we sort them by name? No, we cannot. 5 children they have already. Right. So Winslow and Olivia. Okay. I mean, could they have more than 5? I guess maybe if, let's say, someone dies, whatever. There's filter. Oh yes, I see. Okay. So far nothing, and it's been already, you know, good couple of hours anyway. So things aren't happening here. Right. But at least that's 5 more people, right, to do things for us. But there cannot be any more, so this family is now kind of completed, unless, let's say, I guess a spouse dies, and then they can, you know, do whatever. Get another spouse if they're, you know, if they're married or whatever. Okay, so we kind of want to keep the things going because it seems that the delivery is just as important as everything else. Yeah, but guys, I don't want to say enjoy it, but there are some kind of quirky things that make the game quite fun. You know, the way the different things have been laid out for whatever reason that is. But yeah, it makes it different. It makes a bit of a difference when you kind of go through things like that. I guess I didn't realize that there is a bit more to it than that's what it is, than what we've had already play through in this episode. So we might want to do another episode on this just to see perhaps another couple of other buildings. I do like the lights. I guess I would prefer to find out where the lights are coming from, similar to the other game that we've played on the channel. The new cycle, you know, where the kind of things were happening, whatever. But I guess, you know, back then there was no electricity per se, so it was all kind of oil powered, whatever. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode of Colonize. This is the prologue of the game, the demo. Go check it out. It's free to play on Steam. See how you go. There's definitely a lot of work needed here, but yeah, it's actually not bad. Not bad at all for what it is. My first impression. Obviously, I haven't played it from before, so I really had no knowledge of what I was getting into myself. But yeah. So Amelia now is hungry, but look, that's for another day. She can survive. It seems that they're need in for food. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope I'll see you in the next time. And as always, take care of yourselves, okay? And stay hooked.